Testing side hustles that most people don't even think about. Apparently, you can make a killing selling pink cowboy hats to girls outside of bars. So I bought a dozen off of Amazon for $75 and made some cheap signs to advertise them. Then, at 9 o'clock at night, I headed down to the closest bars and set up shop. Within 2 minutes, I had my first sale for $25. And once word got out I was selling pink hats, people started coming from all over just to buy one from me. I honestly expected my main customer base to be drunk girls, but I sold more than half of the pink hats to guys who just thought they were funny. I ended up selling all 12 hats for a total of $300, and I was left with a profit of $225 for 1 hour of work. Follow if you want to learn about other cool side hustles. I'm gonna be testing a bunch.
Okay, I absolutely love this side hustle idea. It's such a funny, genius thing to sell as well. Like, of course, drunk people are gonna buy pink cowboy hats. Plus, I'm pretty sure you could sell a bunch more stuff to the same audience as well. Like glow sticks, funny sunglasses, temporary tattoos. There's also these scrunchy drink covers that girls use so their drinks don't get spiked. To be honest, I don't really think that selling this type of stuff on the streets is actually legal, and you probably will need a permit. But I'm pretty sure you could get that if you try hard enough. But I think the real play for this would be to sell this type of stuff to the actual clubs. So you become the distributor for a bunch of different clubs and you sell them this type of stuff so they can make more money. Plus, that way it's also legal. By the way, I think that this is the actual listing that the guy used to buy the pink cowboy hats. So it's $69 for 12. And if you really want to scale this up, this is the Alibaba listing. And they're selling for $1.50 per piece, and the minimum order is 50 pieces. So the thing about this business idea is that, just like this comment says, this would probably only work in America. And a lot of people are actually shocked that they sell for $25. It's cause they're drunk.
This man came up with a simple business idea that attracts hundreds of customers daily. He buys plastic bottles, slices fresh fruit, and adds beverages like coconut water or tea. The bottles are then sealed up and put on display ready to be sold. The drink is healthy, refreshing, and unique. Customers love this product and the drinks sell out daily. This business is simple and easy for you to start yourself.
What an absolutely genius business idea. Also, the drinks look insanely refreshing. I just want to get one and drink it right now. Plus, it's not that complicated, it's very straightforward as well. This would work perfectly in a place that's hot, or like around beaches. Also, the drink is actually tea, not coconut water. So a lot of the people in the comments are saying, you lost me at the sealed up. Where can I get that bottle sealing machine? I just need the cans and sealing machine and then I'm in business. Like guys, you can get those from places. In fact, I actually found supplies for each thing. Like these are the aluminum lids that they use, 4 cents each. These are the plastic bottles, 12 cents. And this is the sealing machine. It's only $320. There's also a manual one if you don't have electricity. So let's say that each can sells for $3. If you sell 200 in a day, that's $600 in revenue. I'm guessing you would have around 50% margins. Now, getting permits for selling this type of stuff would be a bit annoying, but I'm pretty sure you can get them. Generally, you just have to fill out a form and pay like an application fee. But the biggest downside for this, by far, is the shelf life of the actual drink, because fresh fruit like this would go bad really fast, and the shelf life is apparently just like 3 to 4 days, which is not that long. Also, here's a look at the same concept but with lemonade.
You got $10? Yeah? Let me put you on something real quick. This right here is a 4x4. You're gonna buy you a 4x4 and I'm gonna show you what to do with it to make a killing. When you get home, you're gonna get your speed square and you're gonna draw a straight line every half an inch all the way down the whole length of the board like this. Half an inch. Half an inch. Then you're left with a bunch of squares like this. Then get you a sander and you're gonna go over all of them on both sides and on the edges and get them as smooth as you can. And then you're gonna Google wooden drink coasters. And you're gonna see that roughly average, they sell for about $20 a 4-pack. So that $10 12-foot 4x4 you bought, you can make 288 cuts out of that piece. And then with those 288, you put them in bundles of 4, just like that, you got 72 bundles. And if you do 72 times 20, on average, that's $1,440 that you can make off of one $10 investment. There ain't no excuse for anybody to be broke.
Okay, the concept behind this is very interesting, but never in my entire life have I seen a coaster being used. Also, let's check on Amazon how many are selling. So these are cup holders for cars, this is 30,000 units per month. This is drink coasters, 6 pieces for $10, 5,000 units in the past month. And this is a 6-pack of silicone coasters for $10, and an 8-pack for $12. And he was saying that they sell on average for $20 for a 4-pack. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And all of these are actually round and they have some sort of design as well. Like, sure, you can buy a 4x4 and make like 1,000 coasters, but what's the point if nobody buys them? Also, this is probably one of the funniest comment sections I've ever seen. Instructions not clear. Bought 288 coasters, put them together and sold it as a 4x4. 183,000 likes. Best part is that if this fails, you're only down $10. True, but you also gotta spend a ton of time to make them into coasters. Plus, you didn't actually include the shipping costs, the packaging costs, and the fees that platforms take. I made those wooden coasters. They wouldn't sell. I think one thing that you could do is laser engrave the coasters so they have like a picture of someone's pet. Not somebody else's pet, the person who buys its pet. Otherwise, that's just weird.
Most people that live in a subdivision, it's got $2 to spend. So here's what I do. The neighborhood I live in, there's 300 houses in this neighborhood. And I've done talk to everybody that lives in this whole neighborhood. And for 2 years, I've been charging every homeowner $2 a week to take their garbage cans up to the road every Tuesday morning. So you do the math, that's $600 a week. For a whole month, I'm making $2,400 just by taking garbage cans to the road in my own neighborhood. And that is a cheap service, and most people would pay for something like that because it's a convenience for them. A lot of people forget to take their garbage cans out. So all you're gonna do, you wake up early 1 day a week, bam, you go run to every house, grab the trash can, take it up by the road, and that's it. And you could do one neighborhood a day. You got to figure out the city's trash routes. So if you do one a day in bigger neighborhoods, I mean, you can make, a couple $1,000s a week. But this right here is free. Most people ain't gonna care about $2. Here's $2. So that's a free way that you can make a whole bunch of money. Upcharge, baby.
Okay, this is a much better idea than the coasters because people will actually pay for this since nobody likes putting the trash out. And if you can pay someone $2 to do that for you, you would definitely do that. To be honest, I think the price that you charge for this should be higher. Instead of $2, it should be around $5. So the goal with this would be to get a bunch of houses in the same neighborhood so you don't have to drive super far. And then you can get an electric bike to go from house to house. Also, I doubt that people would actually stop paying for this, so your churn will be really low. But the thing about this is that you absolutely cannot miss any garbage pickup day. And as for payments, you can use a service like Stripe to set up subscriptions. Plus, you could also sell bin cleaning services as an upsell. So I'm not sure how many houses you'll be able to do per night, but if you charge $5 per house and you can do 60 houses per night, that's $300 per night. If you do that every day, that's around $110,000 per year. I guess if this gets big enough, you could even hire other people to do this for you. Get a bunch of houses signed up, buy a whole fleet of electric bikes, and then hire people to do the garbage runs. Also, let's be honest, the downside with this business is that you have to wake up in the middle of the night and deal with garbage, which is kinda nasty and annoying, which I guess is the reason why you're being paid.
Testing TikTok side hustles so you don't have to, part 3. People say you can make money by setting up a boxing bag machine in a college because most of the kids have big egos, so let's try it and see if it works. First I went online and googled where to rent a boxing bag machine, and I found this guy who could rent it for me for £265.50. Then I made a poster on ChatGPT in about 2 seconds. I printed off the posters and made some leaflets too, which took about 30 minutes. Next day I super glued the posters to the college windows so they wouldn't get taken down. Then the machine came and I charged about £3 for a punch. After the event was done, we had our top 5 scores, and this guy got the highest score of 897. But how much did I actually make from all of this? I counted out all the money that I made to find the total with my friends. Eventually we found it, and it was actually a lot better than I expected. Just remember, the total costs were £265, so the final revenue number was £643 for just a few hours of work. Comment what side hustle I should try next. I'm trying to get rich.
Okay, I absolutely love the concept behind this side hustle idea. Also, this is the perfect target audience as well. Putting it in a college campus. Every guy wants to get a high score. In fact, one time I went to an arcade with those games where you smack the hammer on the thing and it gives you a high score. And I did not play any other game until I got the high score for that. Also, let's see how much a boxing machine is if you buy it from China. So around 500 to 1700. If you add in shipping, it should be around 2200 max, which makes sense, I guess. But there's also cheaper ones here, so 629. Generally, you want to assume that the total cost you'll pay will be around 1.5 times the amount that's shown here, because of shipping costs and insurance and a bunch of other stuff. It seems reasonable, it's not that expensive. The only problem is the location. There's no way setting this up in a uni or college campus is actually going to be allowed. Also, I have no idea how this guy made that happen. Also, where did he get this red tape from? So, to keep people out. Also, if you look at the flyer he made, he says punch and win a PS4. So the person who gets the highest score wins a PS4. You would obviously have to include that in your cost as well. And if you don't get enough people that pay to cover the cost of that, you pretty much lose money. Also, what's up with the random ass pizza slice necklace? I didn't even notice it at first.
Testing TikTok side hustle so you don't have to afford it. We keep seeing high school is making over 10K a month from washing cars, swinging the trash. First started a car washing and vacuum, and you can get these for $80. Then I customized a bunch of business cards and picked them up at Staples. 500 of these for $25. Then I went to a busy parking lot and spent a couple hours putting business cards on people's cars. I'm really hoping no one gets offended by these business cards, because on them I'm basically saying, I put this on your cards because I think you have a dirty ass car. While I'm waiting for calls, I'm just gonna practice on my own car because I don't want to screw up someone else's. Then mid-cleaning on my own car, I got a call from my first customer. The first card took a good amount of time because I didn't really know what I was doing, but I still got paid $75 for interior and exterior. And the business card seemed to be working really well because I got another call directly after. This one was already decently clean, so it only took me about 45 minutes, and I got paid $75. This guy only wanted exterior, so he paid me $50, but his car's pretty messy, so it took me about 45 minutes. All in all, I watched 3 cars and made $200. This is a great side hustle.
This is a pretty good side hustle. So it took him around 45 minutes to clean the car, and I'm guessing it takes like 20 minutes to get there. And he charges $75 per car, which to be honest seems like a bit much, since my local car wash charges around $25 for a basic package and $59 for the full intensive clean. But I guess you can charge a bit more since you're actually going to the person instead of them coming to you. The good thing about this is that if you do a good job and they like it, they're more likely to buy it again. So I'm guessing that the lifetime value is pretty high.
This gadget automatically stirs food in your pan, self-rotates, and has 3 speed options.
So the person that's selling this item on Amazon is selling this for $35.95 and is making a little bit over $20,000 a month on just this product alone. They're getting this product from Alibaba.com for around $3.10 a piece. If you want to learn how you can make money on Amazon by doing this exact method, just drop me a follow.
So the thing with doing something like this and buying something from China and putting it on Amazon is that there's already a ton of things already on Amazon and they all have thousands of reviews. It is pretty much impossible to find something unique that you can sell or compete in. Because to be honest, why would anyone buy your stirrer when they can find the exact same product for cheaper and with more reviews? Plus, a lot of the times the actual manufacturer from China is selling it on Amazon themselves. You generally need some really insane marketing, or you need to have like a unique product. Plus, for this automatic pan stirrer specifically, not many people are actually buying it. 100 units bought in the past month, so they made around $3,900 in revenue. But if you take out the fees that Amazon takes and the cogs, they probably make around $1,500 to $2,000 max.